Yeah. All right. So I'm just trying. I'm not even trying. Look. Everybody has an opinion, and I can't help the way I see things. Yes, I understand the grooming process and all of that. You know, it happens. Yeah, I get Cassie was 19. Shoot, she was 19 in the mid 2000s, and this day and age of the internet, she should have known better. But apparently, she didn't. Now, she stated the first time Puffy kissed her, she ran away crying. And next thing you know, she's sucking it, you know. Y'all, I can't help it. I can't wrap my mind around and viewing her as a 100% victim. I'm sorry. Whether it was 10% or 25% or 50% or 75%, that girl was into what they were doing. And well, it's obvious she had no boundaries. You know, when he beat her ass the first time, you would think that would be a boundary. She could have got away easier that first after that first ass whooping. She could have got away much easier at that particular point in time. But her boundary came after 10 years, when at that point she's 29, and she looked behind her and realized that her days of wanting to be a R&B star are gone. That out of the 10-year or the 10 record deal contract she had with Puffy, and out of 10 years, he only released one album. And she realized that her formative years has been spent with her doing what she was doing. And at that point, there was her boundary. At that point, she left. Now, she states she had tried to leave him a few times. In particular, that time in the video where, that video where he's beating her and everything. But myself, I don't see that as you trying to leave him when you running away to the apartment that he's paying for. Now, if you left and you ran back to Connecticut to your mommy and daddy, yeah, that's leaving a nigga. But you ain't leaving a nigga because you running back to a place that he pays for. That's not leaving. And so getting back to boundaries, she finally found her boundary line after 10 years when she realized she had wasted 10 years of her life and no star that Diddy promised to make of her. That was her boundary. Now, for me, my boundary at 19 would have been, nigga, you 37 years old, you old. That would have been my boundary. If that wasn't my boundary would have been the first time you hit me. That indeed would have been my boundary. But that wasn't a boundary for her. It wasn't even a boundary for her when he pissed in her mouth with another dude. Both of them, grown men going to the toilet in her mouth. And that wasn't a boundary for her? Oh, I was scared that he would beat me and I couldn't get away. Bullshit. If that wasn't a boundary, which I think that is the ultimate boundary, getting pissed all in your mouth, that is human waste. Oh, but I loved him. That's a motherfucking lie. You didn't love Puffy. You didn't even love yourself if you let two niggas piss all in your mouth. So how you gonna love somebody else and you don't have no respect and love for your damn self? Then, after you do a freak off and this dude that you don't know, that you hired, after he nutting you, which means he ain't wearing a condom, but okay. Then you and Puffy got to make a mad dash to the room, to the other bedroom, where you got to dig in your stuff and get the nut out and just wipe it, yeah, put it right there, right there, right there. Or on his chest and his nipples. That wasn't a boundary for you either? Nah. See, all of that stuff was okay. The ass whoopings, the week-long freak-offs, Diddy sitting in the corner pleasuring himself as he's directing your freak-offs. All of that was okay because, after freak-offs, he'd give you a jewelry worth $50,000 and the vacations and the flights on the private jet, and you don't pay any rent, you live in a nice place, a lap of luxury. All of that was okay. You sold your soul for that bullshit. Sold your soul to the devil. And when you realize that the devil had been dangling a carrot and you've been chomping at this carrot for 10 years, and when it dawned on you that, hey, he's never going to give you the carrot, now you sit back and say, hey, I could have went with another producer and had a blossoming, fantastic career. But I stayed with Puffy, and did nothing but whore myself out for him and hundreds of strangers in 10 years. Now, am I mad at you for getting $30 million? No, you deserve every bit of that. I mean, you didn't get to perform and make a lot of videos and, tour or anything and amass that amount of money. You just did a lot of sucking and fucking. But 30 million, however you get it, is 30 million. Good for you. But it pisses me off when you talk about, I loved him. That's a lie to me. A straight lie. Because you love someone, you don't let people go. You don't let the man that you love go to the toilet in your mouth. That's not love. And he doesn't love you. He thinks your mouth is a toilet bowl. How could that possibly equate to love? I don't get it. Maybe I'm stupid. All right. I just heard some shit, and every time I listen to her on the stand, it just pisses me off, as you can tell. And I just thought, hey, I need to just get online and vent about it. But, hey, I loved somebody. World. Know what love is and what love ain't. You know, I don't know anybody from New York. Remember in the Daily News, like way in the back, it used to be this little cartoon with a little boy, little fat little drawing of a boy and a girl. It was like a love is, because every day it was like love is, da 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 da. A million of them. Never once did I see love is going to the toilet in my mouth. I know what love is, and I know what love ain't. I gotta go now. Peace. How I get out of here? Oh, bye.